What up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got a special video. Behind me is my buddy's car, and this thing is very tasteful. He built it to how he wants and how everyone should pretty much do their own car. So I hope you liked you guys today's video. I'll drop all the info below in the description below for you guys to check out. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so today I'm with my buddy Tristan and his very super dope Integra. So Tristan, tell me about your car.
This is my 95 Acura Integra. It's GSR. I've had this thing since, I think, 2007. So yeah, I've had it for a long time. It's been through all kinds of transformations. When I first got it, I built it like a drag car. It had an H motor, turbo H motor in it. And then, what did I do? I went to Qualcomm, and the transmission just blew up second gear, so I ended up like trading that motor for a GSR.
Yeah.
Then it went all motor. I streeted it, you know. I ended up having like, what did I have? White R&Rs on it. The car used to be white.
Okay.
Yeah. Originally it was black from factory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So over the years, the car's kind of gone through its phases of street car. I know you've talked about drag racing in the back in the day, with Scotty and B series, and and now the car is how it looks now. It looks like a track feel, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Well, what happened was Lloyd had that teal or that green EF hatchback K-swap.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's go to Chuckawalla. And I was like, all right, yeah, cool, let's go. Never went on a track like that in my life.
Yeah.
And went and had a blast. And I was like, dude, this is the funnest thing you can do with your clothes on,
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what, dude? Forget drag racing, I want to build it like that. But, I mean, all of it's expensive,
Yeah.
So, I mean, one of these days I'll get it to the track. It's just, I don't know, it's just...
The little things that we gotta adjust and fix.
Yeah. The whole fender thing, like we were talking about earlier, I need to find somebody out there that makes a wide fender for me.
Yeah.
Because...
yeah. So, really quick before we get into it, these are 17s.
Yeah.
I was telling him I love how the setup is, but, you're saying you want the fender to come out just a little bit, maybe like, what, a half an inch more?
Yeah, if it can come out like... just a little bit so I can take some camber out, because right now it's just, I just loosened it and slammed it all the way in so I could even fit it.
Okay.
And then that's why I did this, because I wanted to try to just get as much room as I could.
Yeah. And,
I mean, it works, but it, like I said, it kind of drives crazy, like, when you're going, like, kind of fast. Just because it's so much camber.
Yeah. So if anybody has any references or can make any recommendations for a wider fender for a USDM front end, drop it in the comments below so we can hook him up with a...
Yeah, I fucking need it. Sorry, pardon me. But yeah.
Okay.
And then Lloyd actually had a friend of his that does the 3D printing, printed these out.
Oh, no way?
Yeah.
Sick.
Like, everybody's like, oh, put it on the top and you could rivet it. And I was like, no, dude, I want to put it like where it looks like it's built into it.
Yeah, I kind of like that, because like when it's riveted, I feel like, okay, it's obviously on top, but when it's on the bottom, it makes it look like it's actually a whole fender like that.
Yeah, exactly. I was debating if I wanted to paint it the same color. I mean, I still can. It might actually look sick if I painted it the same color, because it would make it look, more subtle, not so stand out to cops or whatever.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about the aero. Besides the fenders, what do we have going on the outside?
Outside, got a rep spoon lip. Got it, on eBay or whatever. And then on the bottom, I actually went to Home Depot to the garden center and then added that piece because I wanted to put a splitter so it would have been flat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because down here, I mean, you can't see it, but right here it goes up. So a splitter would be like weird, sitting here flat and having a gap. So. But I don't know, I kind of abandoned that.
So really quick, you guys, this fender comes from another car. Was it Lee?
Yeah, Lee.
So
Sick ass Lee.
so you can distinguish like there's two different colors, but that
Yeah.
car came from a very special guy. So shout out Lee for the bumper.
Yeah.
Um,
He's the man.
okay, so we got the front end.
Yeah.
It makes it look aggressive. I remember I've seen this carbon fiber spoon lips, but I mean, dude, carbon fiber nowadays is just so expensive.
Yeah.
And
Oh, for
honestly,
sure.
like for a street car, track car, you know, you spend maybe like what $100 on a plastic or FRP lip, or
Yeah.
even polyurethane. You know, they might crack, but they won't break or get destroyed like a carbon lip.
Yeah. Well, this one won't. This one's just plastic, so it'll just bend, and you know, I don't think it would ever like break.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if it gets messed up, I just buy another one. There's like 100 and I don't know, $20 or something.
Yeah. Okay. So out here on the side, these are what side skirts are these?
These are the PCI.
Oh.
Yeah, these are the 4-inch ones.
Okay. So they may actually make different size side skirts.
They have 3-inch. Well, I don't know what I think 3-inch is the smallest.
Uh-huh.
So 3, 4, 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just like one size, you know, one fits all. Well, for
No.
all the chassis.
Yeah, but I got the 4-inch just so, like, if you look, the lip is like the same level as the side skirt.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it's
it all
fairly
just
close, fairly close.
it all just flows.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope.
Yeah, because Lloyd was like, "Oh, get the 5-inch." I was like, "Dude, that's gonna be like retarded."
Super low.
Yeah, you know, it's like having a body kit.
Yeah.
Back in the day, where you had just side skirts and no front lip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. And then what do we have going on in the back? I don't see a wing. You know what's funny? I actually love seeing Integras wingless. I feel like it's just very subtle and very clean.
Yeah. No, it had the stock wing on it years ago, but I ended up taking it off because, well, actually, this is a different hatch. When I drag raced it, I was gonna cut the inside skeleton out.
Mm-hmm.
But when I had it upside down cutting it, as soon as I cut one of these like little structural pieces,
Yeah.
the window shattered.
No.
Yeah, just shattered to pieces. Like, oh shit.
Damn.
So the other one that I got was a RS.
Okay.
So no wing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, wings are dope, but I don't know. I just kind of like it like this.
I feel like wings are like wheels. They'll make or break the car.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like just depending on how the build is, you know, you can add it, you cannot. But I've always loved Integras without the wings, to be honest. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I think it just looks sleek, you know?
Yeah.
Because if I did get a wing, I'd want like a dope one. You
Yeah.
know, like how Lloyd's ITR.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And,
Was it a Voltex wing?
yeah, Voltrex, yeah.
Yeah, those things are freaking
Like
expensive.
$4,000 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's a grip.
Yeah, I remember Dickie paid like $1,500 for his, but I think he got his used.
Yeah.
But still, this is a pretty penny.
Yeah. Sure. Most definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's the Aero. These bumper cutouts, I'm gonna assume this is from the drag racing days.
Yeah. My friend actually works at a place where he does aerospace carbon composite pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And so he brought me a giant sheet, probably like 6x4 or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I cut those out and made that myself out of the
Oh,
pieces
sick.
that he gave me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was from drag racing days, but it doesn't look. I mean, I don't think it's like tacky.
Yeah.
I mean, it's subtle.
It
but-
looks dope because there's a lot of cars that still rock that to this day that aren't
Yeah.
even drag racing.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out Jason at Grandeur.
Yeah, my boy.
Heck yeah. Also, so we got the outside. So tell me about suspension.
Suspension, I have the Skunk 2 Pro Series S2s.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just like a level below the adjusters,
Okay.
the adjustable ones.
Okay.
I've had them for years. Got them to drag race with, but they ride good on the street. It's not like too bouncy or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I undid all the preload because before drag racing you want it stiff, so I just I raised it up on the adjustment, and then I pushed down on the top and just got like 1 or 2 threads started and
Yeah.
just blasted it on.
Oh.
So it's like as tight as that spring will fit.
Okay.
And so I undid all that, and yeah, it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it rides good.
So the wheels, I don't know. I've always just loved the multi-spoke wheels, but
Yeah.
these are such sick wheels, dude. SSR. I think I was trying to talk to Dave about getting these for his Integra.
Yeah. No, I like Dave's setup. How he has like what are they?
The Gram lights?
Yeah, the grams, but he has like the 5-spoke in the front and 6 in the back.
Oh, really?
Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, 5 and 6. Yeah.
Okay.
They're like the same wheel. Just,
Okay.
Yeah, one more spoke.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
So what are the specs on these wheels?
The rears are 17 by 8.5 plus 25, and then the front is 17 by 10 plus 15.
Dude, 17 by 10?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Even though it's a 17, it looks pretty solid. I mean, you have a big a big brake kit.
Yeah.
But it looks really good. Because we're always used to seeing 15, 16s.
Yeah.
And
I mean, because essentially, these wheels were on Lloyd's ITR time attack car.
I remember.
And dude, I loved it. Dude, the way that looked with these wheels on it, that car was like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And then, but I've always loved these wheels just in general. And for me to get the opportunity to get them, I was juiced.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sure, I was super stoked.
Sick. And then, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, just tucking studs.
Oh, wow.
No spacers.
No way. Damn, those are deep. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, this is the Willwood big brake kit?
Yeah. It's the, what size? The rotor is, I think, just a hair under 13 inch.
Okay.
And then it's a 6-piston Willwood caliper.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
you're braking pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I guess the way, those things you could run those things with the stock proportioning valve, and it's not too much for the front. It's still
I see.
proportion good.
Yeah.
From what Steven at Willwood was telling me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I know Willwood's been blowing up a lot lately. A lot of guys are getting just like the what was it, the 4-piston? No.
Like
or
the
two.
monoblock ones?
Yeah, they're like $400 or $500.
Yeah, they're like entry level, but dude,
they're affordable.
rad.
Yeah.
I think Lloyd has them on his sedan.
Yeah, he does.
The same ones, yeah.
Yeah, dude, those rotors that he had are like so close to the wheel, but
Oh, I
they're
know,
like
I like that. It reminds me of like how these exotic like Ferraris and stuff is like the rotor's just as big as the wheel. You can't see any gap.
Yeah.
It's just all rotor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
That's super dope.
yeah.
And then what do we have going on in the interior?
Interior, I have just a bolt-in roll cage that I got from my buddy Steve. So it did have this, the forward bars, but I didn't put them on. Yeah, because I would have had to cut the door panels, and I was like, I'll just leave them off.
You can't go wrong with a 4-point.
But that's in there just for now. I mean, I'd like to get something a little bit better later down the line.
Okay.
Maybe like a Whitfield racing one.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
Yeah, those are super dope. But as far as interior, I've got Del Sol seat. It was cool. I was able to find one with a gray stripe. It's in pretty good shape.
You know what's crazy? I know Del Sol seats, they usually have like red or green. I've never seen a gray one.
Yeah, it's I don't know what model or whatever it would have came out of, but yeah. And then and that's that shifter is just what is it? PLM. PLM shifter. Works great.
I think sick. Looks
stock,
super rigid.
Yeah, stock shifter cables.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I have a AM Infinity ECU for it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. But dude, I heard they're selling like hotcakes now.
Yeah, I mean, Fuel Tech obviously is kind of taking charge a little bit in the standalone game.
Yeah.
But the Infinity, it works really well. It works good, yeah.
And then what's the driver's seat? I thought it was a Sparko, right?
Yeah, it's the Sparko, the Martini edition.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like homage to old Formula One.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then got some Sparko belts. What else in here? I had done a sunroof delete that I'm actually, my buddy Ricardo, shout out Ricardo. This actually came from a RSX hood.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he cut the center out of an RSX hood and then cut it and made it fit.
That's sick.
Yeah, you can see the center line of where the hood would be.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I love is like the ingenuity of like people just designing something or just making it work, custom fabrication.
Yeah.
And it works so well.
Yeah, just like the hood was like, I don't remember what was wrong with it. I think it was messed up or whatever. So he's like, you know what, I don't care, let's do it. So it's carbon.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Sick. I never would have thought that. Damn, that's super dope, man.
Yeah.
I really love the gray. Like, I know Narrow Gray has been like a really big thing lately with whether it's paint, wheels, or just the color in general. You see them on all the newer cars, but I like the gray. I think when I saw the Integra at your uncle's shop, I was like, dude, that gray is it's dope.
Yeah.
But
the actual reason why it's even this color, say if you take a stock car and or stock Integra or Civic or whatever, and you drop the gas tank and there's the undercoat color.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's like a primer or something.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I want that color.
Okay.
And then, it started, I scraped everything off the bottom of the car, so the whole bottom of the car is painted just like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I wanted to do that look across the whole bottom of the car, and I did that, and I was like, should I just paint the whole car gray,
Yeah.
And I talked to a couple people like, yeah, do it, so I did it, and I did it piece by piece, so like I take the fender, I brought the fender home, painted it here, brought it back to the shop, took the door, brought it home, so not doing it at the same time, this fender is lighter than this door, and then this door is lighter than this, so it's like different colors. Actually telling me, it was like, oh, you got 50 shades of gray. It's like, oh, dick.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's all rattle can.
It looks good for rattle can, I'll be honest with you.
Because I was figuring, I was like, if I'm gonna go road racing, and if I go off the track and mess the paint up, why do I want to have like a $4,000 or $5,000 paint job?
Yeah.
When I could just take that fender off and just paint it again, and $15-20.
Yeah, or have a backup fender that's already, you can just rattle can it.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Yeah, exactly. And then I left the mirrors black, just so it almost looks like it's not there, but
Yeah, it definitely like does a two-tone, because like you have the wheels, the lip and side skirts, and then the mirrors, and then the fenders. That kind of just accents it really well.
Yeah, that, and I was debating if I wanted to paint the lip the same color as the car, and then the side skirts too.
Oh, I see.
I was debating. I was like, dude, should I? Because it would make it even look like lower.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really good, man. I remember I saw the car. Well, I've seen it in person at your uncle's shop, and then we saw it at the Honda meet.
Yeah.
And I was super stoked. Was it last year when you drove it to the event? I'm like, dude, it's so sick just to see it in person. And I remember so many people were just like talking to you about your car. I'm like, dude, I'm so hyped for you just to bring the car there for the event.
Yeah.
Getting your name out. Shout out Workman's Racing.
Yeah.
But it's cool just to be in that vicinity of like all the Honda heads, the community. Meeting people that you haven't met in person, because a lot of times.
You're talking to them on like Instagram or something. Yeah.
So it's like connecting with one-on-one, like, oh, my name's so-so. Oh, dude, we've been talking for, so long. And then next you have like a pen pal per se, but just someone that you can relate to with all the car stuff.
Yeah.
So it's super dope just to actually see the car in person. Like I've seen the pictures on Instagram, but seeing the car at the actual events, see it on the road, I'm like, dude, I'm so happy for this guy to just have his car going.
I know, dude. It was always been a dream to like put a K series in it and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally happened eventually, because I had a B series motor that was built like for drag racing, whatever. And I ended up parting it out and making a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah.
To where that money funded the swap.
Oh, nice.
So I didn't have to come out of pocket too much. To do it.
Sick.
But it was still kind of a lot, though. I mean, it's
yeah, it gets expensive.
Yeah.
I feel like every time there's always a conversation. Oh, is there a budget build? I mean, obviously B series you can do a Frankenstein build all day. Yeah. You can even do it with a K, but now even K series parts are getting harder to find.
Yeah. Well, it's like you could buy the long block for still like $900, like A24, like a JDM one.
Yeah.
But it's like everything, all the accessories that bolt onto it.
It all adds up.
Just like, nickel and diming you to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So I know you said it's K swap. So
yeah.
What do we have under the hood?
Yeah. Check it out.
Ooh. What's funny? The Bay reminds me of Frank from Downstar. How on his EGOS, like, he's all like tagged up and everything.
Yeah. When he had it all graffitied.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole reason why it looks like this is, I was going to paint it the same color as the outside. Mm-hmm. And I'm sanding it down and all that stuff, and I'm wiping it down, getting ready to paint, and I kind of stepped back, and I was looking, I was like, dude, it kind of looks dope. I like it,
Yeah.
And so I ended up just clear coating all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if I don't really like it later on, I can pull the motor out and paint it. It's no big deal. But I kind of liked how it was like, it was almost like battle scars,
Yeah. It looks it stands out because like I love the fact that you made the manifold match the Bay.
Yeah, that was random thing too. I got the manifold from a friend, and the paint was kind of messed up, you know, because it was black originally.
Yeah.
But it was like messed up, so I was like, you know what? I could just sand it up a little bit and make it look like the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely matches perfectly.
Yeah.
So K20 or K24?
K24.
Okay. What's been done internally to the motor?
The block, it's stock sleeves. It's bored out to 88.
Oh shit.
It's 14.5 to 1 CP pistons, Brian Crowder steel rods. Like I said, stock sleeve. The head is a K20 head. I ported it myself. I didn't like flow bench it or anything like that. It's just kind of, you know, a head that I always do for everybody. You know?
Yeah.
I know there's only been like one car where I ported the head and it was like the same exact before and after. You know?
Okay.
Like he had the same setup. I ported it and went back and he gained 30.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, dude, if I just do it, I know it's roughly that.
Yeah.
So, but then it's got super tight valve springs retainers. Was it Brian Crowder stage 4 cam? Yeah. It's just not the 50 degree. I think it's 30 to 32 or whatever degree VTC gear, and then stock exhaust gear. What else? Yeah, innovative mounts. You know, what is this? PQY, some bootleg alternator relocating kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I feel like every time I keep seeing more K series motors, it's just a reverse of the B, ultimately. But
essentially, but this one spins. This one spins clockwise. B series spins counterclockwise. It's like one of the only motors that I can think of that spin that way.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
So, you know, originally, you know, you said it was B series. You know, how long did it actually take for you to go from B to K?
About 2 years.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, I mean, because when I first, you know, wanted to redo it, everything was off the car: bumper, fenders, doors, hatch. It was just bare shell, no interior, and that's when I did, you know, sanded everything, painted all behind the fenders, painted under the car, painted inside, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then the motor, I kind of had the long block assembled like a little bit before, you know. So I had that, but then it was like I had the RBC manifold before, then I switched and put this on. But yeah, and then I actually had, when I first put it together, I had the K24 head.
Oh, okay.
You know, the TSX head.
Yeah.
And then I swapped it out for the K20.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys. Well, even talking to Lloyd, you know, you can run a K20 head, K24 bottom end. Any recommendations for any guys that are doing like a K24 build? You know, is there maybe a certain, you know, I don't want to say ballpark range of what you would spend on a K swap? You know, if some guys are on a budget.
If you're gonna do a budget and you don't really want to take the motor apart, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think what is it? I'd say the way to go is, you know, the JDM K24. You get the 50 degree intake gear and Type S oil pump, and you'll make like 230, 240.
Damn, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But that's like the budget.
Okay.
But it's still efficient, you know. It still can make power. It feels good.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if you were to put like valve springs and retainers into it, you can rev it, and dude, yeah, it's nice.
Thing would rip.
Yeah.
So what does it make right now from a recent tuner?
It made 270, and then that was with the RBC and a 70 millimeter or 74 millimeter skunk throttle body.
Okay.
And so I was like, it's running out of breath. It's only making power to like 82. So I was like, oh, it's too small. So I put this on there with the 90, and then I went back and it made the same power.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I was like, what the hell's going on? And it's got to be the cams that's not letting it, you know, continue on RPMing.
Okay.
You know, so, but it runs right now. I'm not too worried about like making more power right now. I just kind of want to enjoy it. But
Yeah.
I know if I wanted to make more, it's there.
Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, I just love how all over the whole car itself, there's black on the catch can, the valve cover. All the accents just make the car flow. Like I feel like every owner, when they build their car, the car represents the owner.
Yeah.
And there's like a, it's like a the car has its own characteristics.
Yeah,
And
for sure, for sure.
and it's super dope. Like I always, every build that I've featured, or any person I've encountered and I've seen their car, I'm like, that's the owner of that car, and it's
Yeah.
super cool.
I always thought that, like, if you parked a bunch of cars out there and had people just standing, like, not in front, but like to the side, and be like, whose car is whose?
Yeah.
Like, that's his car. And see if you can guess.
Yeah, nice. Is there anything else you plan on doing to the bay or to the car in general at all?
I'd really like a 6-speed transmission for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because it feels like it's the EP3SI. So it's 5-speed with a 4.7.
Oh.
So I was kind of think like it's a B series with 270, with with like a Type R transmission.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I'm curious to see if I could line up next to somebody that has, relatively the same horsepower but 6-speed, 5-speed, and just see what it turns out to be.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen anything a comparison.
Okay.
But yeah, probably the 6-speed transmission, and then what else would I want to even do? I think that's probably about it. Just a 6-speed. The motor's fine. I mean, it probably has like 150 miles on it.
Oh wow.
I've only really driven it to. I went to a meet in Mira Mesa, and then I went to the Honda meet twice.
Okay.
That's like, and then I went to work a couple times.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. Damn. Still a fresh motor.
Yeah, it's still relatively fresh. I mean, it's broken in and everything.
Yeah.
I built it and then just went straight to the dyno.
Okay.
And broke it in like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick. So before we end the part of the feature here, is there any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my buddy Scott, Ricardo, Tyler, my boy Money Mike, didn't forget about G, Loy, Jerry, Up Next Motorsports, you, Enrique, for doing this for me.
Heck yeah.
And yeah, and of course my family, my wife, kids.
Yeah.
Putting up with me with this.
Right. More car parts?
Yeah, more car parts.
What do you mean the car broke down? You built it.
Yeah. Like, it's all your fault. You didn't do something right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, dude. Freaking. It's been a mission from beginning to end, but now that it's done, so.
This is your version of what's a famous painting you could say?
Like this is my Mona Lisa.
Yes, this is the Mona. Yes, this is your Mona Lisa. I love it, man. Thanks for taking the opportunity. Obviously, I came straight from work to do the video, but thanks for taking time out. Obviously, it's your day off, and I know sometimes days off you want to spend time with the family.
Yeah.
But it's good to see the car. Good to see you're doing good, and again, taking time out of your day just to feature the car. But I think we should probably do some rollers for everyone to see.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so we did have an issue. After doing the cruise, the car started popping out of fourth. I was like, no! So